Okay, so now before we get into all the introductions or representative wrestling stuff, now I just want to make something really clear now. What I've been doing it for the past a year and a bit, there's been a huge gap in between. Don't worry about that. Sorry, life got in the way. I've been covering all these wacky tweets and all the discussions and discourse happening on wrestling Twitter in the form of wrestling Twitter this week. Now, there is a really positive person in wrestling Twitter that is currently, well, to say that she's been through it is an understatement. I'm talking about JESSI Davin on Twitter, man. She has 2 kids, but then she went into hospital like early in November. It hasn't come out since. In fact, she's lost 8 foot of her colon, and she's having several blood transfusions. I don't even want to think about what she's been through. Like, it's just absolutely terrible. I'll put her at in the description at JESSI Davin. She's been through a really tough time. Just send her love on send her love on Twitter, man, because really it's absolutely tragic to her. JESSI, if you are watching this, I hope you really pull through, and we hope to see you back soon on Twitter, and we hope to see you healthy again. Hope you get back to your kids very, very soon. You got this, JESSI. Okay, Mac. Let's crack on with the video. Yo, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back. My name is Lincoln Jack, representing WRESTHINGS, and this is Wrestling Twitter this week. The series of episodes will go into all the wrestling that wrestling has to us this week through Twitter. Twitter, the best place to get your opinions on the most untoxic environment in the world. So if you like what you're hearing, why don't you punch that like button, call your ballers in the comments. Also make sure you pedigree the hell out of that share button like your name is Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Get well soon, Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Let's go. So over the weekend we have Full Gear, and this happened. Yes, Full Gear was another outstanding pay-per-view by AEW standards. I gotta say, Hangman Page, deal with me now. Long-term storytelling. That's what I like from wrestling, man. We got Hangman Page winning the AEW World Championship after a monstrous storyline, which involved him being kicked out of the elite, going through depression, turning to alcohol, get friends with the Dark Order, and now finally, on his own, not with the Dark Order's help, not with any friends' help, on his own, beating Kenny Omega for the AEW World Championship. Now, shout out to the Young Bucks in that match, man, because if you've seen the reaction vlog from Full Gear already, you would have heard my what when the camera panned to, I think it was to Matt Jackson, and then he just gave Hangman a little nod. He'd already gave the buckshot to Kenny Omega from the other side, where Nick Jackson just looked at him. He didn't interfere or anything, and then Matt Jackson just gives him that little nod, like a little seal of approval, like, go Hangman, it's your time, you do it. Hangman, buckshot, 1, 2, 3, new AEW champion, and I'm just happy for him, man. Twitter's happy. Everyone's happy for him, man. Let's give some reactions from this. Now we have this amazing tweet that just literally sums up the last 2 years of Hangman Page's career from @JustAlexCentral here, saying 2 years filled with heartbreak, betrayal, failure, and struggle. All that culminates with the biggest match of Hangman Page's career in the main event of AEW Full Gear 2021. These are the stories Kenny Omega and Hangman live for. Let's go create a moment. Absolutely amazing, man. You see pictures of Hangman Page at the start of AEW, and then you see him with the Dark Order, and then you see him winning the tag champs with Kenny Omega, and then you see him face to face with Kenny Omega just weeks before their AEW championship match at Full Gear 2021, man. Wrestling has not made me cry in, well, probably since Undertaker lost his streak. Now, back then I wasn't really properly into wrestling, so the emotion wasn't there. But I've followed Hangman Page's story since All In, since since that match that he had with, like, this guy has been on such a journey from failing to win the AEW World Championship right at the start of AEW and losing to Chris Jericho, to now being AEW World Champion and having a celebration in his hometown, which is absolutely, man, it's amazing. And the next tweet that I have right now is just sums it up better. This is from @StatsHater saying that Hangman Page is the perfect babyface for this millennial generation. He's not an unbeatable superhero or a no shits given badass. He's riddled with anxiety and self-doubt and is trying to overcome that, and most of us can relate to that more than any larger than life character. That is so on point. I relate to him so much. He's full of faults just like me, but with the right work and with the right mindset, you can get to where he is. You can achieve your dreams, follow your dreams, as Daniel Bryan said in WWE. Call your audibles in the comments, guys. What have you liked most about Hangman Page's story? Do you like the part that you kind of reconciled with the Young Bucks, or do you like the fact that Kenny Omega is going to be on the shelf for a few months and he still hasn't watched back the match, which means he hasn't seen when the Young Bucks gave the seal of approval to Hangman Page. Call your audibles in the comments, guys. Now, as a cowboy rises, a one-winged angel falls, as Kenny Omega is set to be on the shelf be on the sidelines for an extended period of time, because so I think during Full Gear, the chiropractor YouTube channel, Dr. Bo Hightower, I think that's his name. Bo Hightower, he released a video that he did with Kenny Omega. He's basically showing how broken the guy is. Like, Kenny Omega revealed in the video that he'd been suffering with multiple injuries since 2018. After that grueling run that he had with New Japan Pro Wrestling, and now it turns out that he's going to be on the shelf for not just those injuries, but he had vertigo. I'm not sure if you guys know what vertigo is, but basically, whenever Kenny Omega's in the ring and he's doing all his moves and that, he's basically in the spinning ring once it comes to a stop, and that is just scary. This guy, look at between the years 2018 and 2021, how many match of the year candidate matches, 5-star matches, 6-star matches has Kenny Omega had? And he's doing all of this whilst he's in the spinning ring from his point of view. And that's what vertigo does to you. Like, he's basically been one of the best wrestlers in the world on 70% for the past 3 years. And that's just remarkable and a bit scary as well. Like, I really hope that Kenny Omega gets the rest that he does, man, because, man, he deserves it. So we have a tweet here from @WrestlePurist. He actually quotes Dave Meltzer from the Wrestling Observer here. I'm not a Meltzer hater, by the way. Unlike other people, I kind of respect what he's done for the wrestling business. So @WrestlePurist here tweets that he has love issues, knees, shoulder, abdominal hernia that he's been working through. There's others too. So he'll be getting multiple surgeries most likely. And what the fuck, man? This guy, not even 70%. That's 50%. This guy's been wrestling for the past 3 years on 50%. And now it's testament to AEW that they have a roster where they could have Jon Moxley and Kenny Omega both on the shelf for different reasons, obviously, but then still have a A-star talent pool for their main event scene. I mean, like, just this past Wednesday on Dynamite, I'm recording this after Dynamite, Bryan Danielson's turned heel, so now he's going after Hangman Page's title. Then you have MJF, who's also wants to go after Hangman Page's title. Eddie Kingston will probably go after it as well. And you can just pluck anyone out of this Cody Rhodes, Malachi Black feud and put them into the main event scene as well. I mean, Andrade Alito is going on AEW Dark to boost up his wins, to boost up his win-loss record so he can get into the main event scene and he could go up the rankings. I mean, just a huge pool of talent. Sammy Guevara as well, you never know. And you just added Jay Lethal to the scene as well. Like, they have such a huge pool, and people might say that the roster's overloaded, but when stuff like this happens, when people like Jon Moxley and Kenny Omega are on the shelf, that's why you have that pool of talent that is just huge. But Kenny Omega will be a loss though. Like, you can't, like the Pep Guardiola clip saying, we cannot replace him. We cannot replace him. You could probably put someone in his place, but it won't be to the magnitude of Kenny Omega. And just beat up Kenny Omega, man. Wow. It's just looking for the list of injuries: knee injuries, shoulder injuries, abdominal hernia. That plus vertigo. Are you kidding me? Speaking of talent pools, we've got this tweet here from @TigerDriver9X here. So at the start of Dynamite this week, Kenny Omega basically there with the Bucks and Adam Cole. Looks like he's heading off, and he does say that he's heading off. He's going to be taking some time off, but then he wishes that his friends will be holding the ship steady, as the saying goes. And then Adam Cole here says, "Cleaner, I got this." But then Kenny goes like, I wasn't really talking to you, I was talking to the Bucks. And then there's this whole awkwardness and then confusion and that. It's like, this guy's about to go into a shelf until like at least February, according to Dave Meltzer. And they already have this feud intact. Like, they already have a feud going. I mean, not everything's alright with the Elite right now. Then they're literally broken. Kenny Omega's gone, he's lost his title. Young Bucks lost their title recently. The super clique of Adam Cole and the Young Bucks just lost against the Jungle Express and Christian Cage, and they're just in tatters right now. Adam Cole will probably be the leader of the Elite for the foreseeable future until Kenny Omega comes back. But then that's when the feud will start, man. I can't wait for the feud. Adam Cole is like the perfect faction leader. Whether it's in PWG, whether it's in Ring of Honor, NXT, WWE, AEW. He's going to be a great faction leader for them. Let's see some reactions to this though. What? Oh, okay. So there is a little bit of history behind the "Cleaner, I got this" line. At Cal, I cannot. I'm sorry. I'm going to butcher this. At Cal Kiraj, at Cal Kirashsin _08. Zala here on Twitter says that there was so the meaning behind the "Cleaner, I got this" line means that there was usual online Twitter banter where someone was using Omega's words to pile on another wrestler. Kenny was making it clear he didn't agree with this random Twitter user's statements, and random Twitter guy said, "Cleaner, I got this," as if he was fighting a battle for him. If anything sums up wrestling Twitter in a tweet, that does. Unbelievable, man. I mean, the more you know, innit? So speaking of pay-per-views, there's been a lot of discourse on the wrestling Twitter timeline about the Survivor Series build, or lack thereof. In my opinion, there's been little to no build, and the build that they have done is what Adam Pearce suddenly becoming this raw authority figure, saying that I need to put the best team out there for Survivor Series, and then him just putting out Dominic Mysterio. Just taking out Dominic Mysterio from the team first of all. The excuse being that he wasn't a WWE champ. He wasn't a former WWE champion. But then next week he takes out Rey Mysterio from the team. I mean, like, he either has an agenda against Mexicans or he just doesn't like the Mysterios for some insane reason. Who hates the Mysterios? Anyways, we have @Truly Mella here saying that honestly, we complain about the lack of build for Survivor Series. We are, but that just means it's gonna be a good show because WWE always delivers when they snort a line before the show and throw shit together. To be honest, that's what they do, and you know why? That's not because of WWE. It's because of the wrestlers. If you put the good wrestlers with the good wrestlers and put them in a match on pay-per-view, regardless of the build, there should be build for pay-per-view. You should get your audience to feel excited before pay-per-view. Regardless of the build, they somehow find a way to make chicken salad out of chicken shit, as the saying goes. And that's a testament to the wrestlers, not the company. It's like Manchester United. The players are good, but then the system, but then the board above, it's just absolutely. To be honest, I really should do a video essay in the near future about Manchester United basically being like WWE, and then Vince McMahon being akin to the Glazers and that. But that's another story and another video for another time. Call your audibles, man. Should WWE fans be more hard on WWE for the lack of build prior to big pay-per-views, or any pay-per-view, in fact? we have a tweet here from at WrestleMania here saying that Stomping Grounds had a better build than Survivor Series. Okay, now this is the bit where I look at WWE fans and I'm saying that you guys are starving, man. Them brothers are starving. This is where I feel like WWE fans are really starving them, because we have at Nia Rules here saying that she's quote tweeting a tweet from at WrestlePurist again here saying that this poorly built Survivor Series coming the week after Full Gear has done WWE zero favors, lol. And then Nia Rules here tweets, it's Survivor Series, the story is the same literally every year. Anyways, so it doesn't need a crazy build, and y'all gonna watch it anyway, so who gives a fuck? Well, the wrestling fans that like their wrestling do. Also, I really hate this line, and y'all gonna watch anyways. It's wrestling. It's wrestling. Wrestlers wrestling in front of a live crowd. We've been starved at that for like 12-18 months. You think we're just gonna miss a pay-per-view like that? Plus, it's a Survivor Series. It's basically like the big 4 pay-per-views of the year for WWE.
You're not gonna miss out on it like the Royal Rumble. I mean, like, honestly, how could you be so how deep? How deep are you gonna let WWE gag you? Like, fucking hell.
Hey, I don't know why I went off on a rant there. I mean, like, I just hate lines like that. Like, oh, why are you complaining? You're gonna watch anyways. Well, I complain about my team, Manchester United, all the time. Like, there are things that are so wrong about my club. Yeah, I will still sit down at 3 o'clock in the afternoon and watch them on a Saturday. I will, because I love my club and I love wrestling, so I will watch it, whether I get upset about it or not, whether I get disappointed about it or not, whether I love it or not. All right. And if there was any other tweet to summarize where WWE is today with the builds to pay-per-views, this is why you build to a pay-per-view. There's a tweet here from the WWE Twitter account saying that Survivor Series and Raw tickets are coming to Brooklyn. Tickets are still available, don't miss out. Yet All Out sold out their show in Chicago at the Now Arena. Anyways, now call your all balls in the comments, guys. What do you think about the Survivor Series build? And should it be better? Should the build be better? Call your all balls, guys. I mean, I don't have much to say about WWE at this point, anyways. That has been said already. So, And now it's time for this. Acknowledge me. Now, of course, we're going to be ending on the Acknowledge Me segment. You know what time it is. It's time to acknowledge those people on wrestling Twitter that just want to be acknowledged for once in their little miserable lives. Let's look at the tweet. Now, thank you very much to at WWE Fan for Life 25 on Twitter, who replied to my tweet that I sent out earlier in the day, asking for all your wacky wrestling Twitter tweets that you've seen throughout the week. And thank you so much to WWE Fan for Life for sending through this tweet here. This is from at Zendaya Spawn, so we know what type of tweet we're gonna get now. So she here, I think she is she. Here says Wrestle 35 main event is underrated, just critically analyzed. Okay, so it must be good. Rewatched, and so she watched it, and that match is at least 4 out of 5 stars. And from both angles, I have to say Ronda's shoulders were. No. Nah. Oh god. Oh man. That take was just too bad. Okay, bye. Nah, I'm just kidding. I have to end the show properly. Well, guys, after another week of wrestling, that has been Wrestling Twitter this week. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Make sure you shoot us a like button if you really enjoyed this episode. Subscribe to the channel, subscribe to Wrestling. Get us to 1k subscribers. We are on the road to 1k subscribers. It'll be very nice. Help us to help you out. Get us 1 subscribers, please. Share it with your friends, share it with your wrestling friends, just share it with anyone. Share it with your dog. Your dog might have a little YouTube channel and might want to subscribe in it. So yeah, just get him subscribed. Get anyone subscribed, man. Get the postman that's just about to enter your door right now. Like right now. Get him subscribed. Get anyone subscribed, man. To WRESTHINGS. For the Mandem, by the Mandem. I've been Lincoln Jack, part of the Mandem, representing WRESTHINGS. And I'll see you next time.